Well, we're back for another one. We picked up this Gixxer. I love Gixxers. So let's talk about this one. So kind of a crazy deal. I bought this bike up in Seattle, North Seattle lot, Copart, and picked it up for $445. It's an 04 Gixxer 600. It showed in the pictures that it had keys. It said it had keys, but Copart did not give me the keys. Somebody stole the keys, which this happens. I don't know why the fuck somebody would want to steal the keys to the bike. It's in a secured lot. You're not going to get it. There's no way you're getting it out of there. And it's a Gixxer. They're easy to hotwire as it is. But anyways, I don't understand. Not that bad of damage. Oh, back to back it up. Copart said, well, there's nothing we can do for you. It's so bad, too bad. You know, not our deal. We're that's on you, which is really unfortunate. I wish Copart would stand up for, you know, what they have in their lot. It's kind of crazy that, you know, if they listed it with it, it should have it. Now, granted, this is, like I said, I only paid $445 for it, so it's not like it's a huge loss to me. But what if this was a $10,000 motorcycle and it was a Ducati? A set of keys for a Ducati is $1,000 to $1,200. That's a big difference, you know. Anyways, that's just my little rant. But let's talk about the what's wrong with the bike. Well, looks like it maybe hit somebody. I don't know. I don't know quite how all this damage happens, but nevertheless, the front end's just completely wiped out, gone. I suspect the front forks are bent. It's totally twisted a little bit. It could be, I mean, you have some impact here. It could be just a bent axle. Very rare does that happen, but that's a possibility. But, you know, it needs all new front headlight, upper fairing stay, gauge cluster. I just completely ripped the gauge cluster off. Needs a radiator. Probably, you know, probably a header too. I didn't even think of that. A full fairing kit. Needs a lock set because I never got the keys. It needs a gas tank. Yeah, see the gas tank's pretty beat up. That might be, I mean, I said it's all fixable. If you wanted to mess with filling in this dent. This one's probably above my skill set. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, there's some weird angles going on there. I don't know if I could fix that. I've messed around with a couple easy ones, but that one might be out of my realm. Not a lot. Rear brake pedal. I mean, that probably could be straightened out. You know, I haven't even started it. I was going to try and start it, but let's just say hypothetically it ran, which I'm sure it does run, but there's no oil, hardly any oil. Now, granted, the wreck probably happened, the bike laid on its side, a bunch of the oil probably drained into the airbox or ran out of the engine for that matter. And that could be why it's low, you know. The engine could be in good shape, but without even knowing the miles on it, I don't know that I'm even going to fuss with it. I'll probably just part the engine out. But for sake of the video, You guys want to know, is it worth it? Is it worth buying this for fix and flip? You know, what are the numbers? What's the damage? Well, let me grab my piece of paper and let's talk about it. All right, so I have my numbers here. So what's it worth? We'll start backwards. It's worth, Blue Book says it's worth $4,590. It's basically $4,600. That's with a clean title. It doesn't have a clean title, so it's reconstructed. So where's the value? Well, for easy sakes, you could say 3,000 to 3,000 to 2,900. But let's just say 3,000. Let's say you could sell it for 3,000. So a radiator is going to cost, so I paid $445 for the bike. A radiator is going to cost you $60. A fairing kit, a cheap fairing kit, is going to cost you $474. A gas tank, which is spendy, you know, if you got to buy a gas tank that's repainted and looking good, is $650. A headlight is $80. A upper fairing stay is $35. Set of mirrors is $25. Front forks, if these are bent, which probably are, but they might, there's a chance they might not be. It might just be an axle. Is $175. A lock set, because I didn't get a key, $75. Gauge cluster, because it's ripped off and gone, is $180. The gauge cluster harness, which that's ripped off and gone, is $50. So that brings us to a total of $1,804. So basically $1,800 in parts. You know, I paid $445 for the bike. That brings you all in at $2,247. If it's worth $3,000, if you could sell it for $3,000, that puts $750-ish in your pocket. Is it worth it? You know, it depends. Depends on what your value of your time is. How long would it take to do all this? I could probably, if I had everything sitting here, do it in 12 hours. We'll say 8 to 12 hours. Just depends. 8 to 12 hours. If you had all the parts sitting there and you really were just focused and just going at it. It's not hard. It's just a fairing kit. And basically the only thing you're really changing out is a radiator and maybe some forks. And those do take a little bit of time. But anyways, that's that. Is it worth doing? Fix and flip? Marginal. Is it good for buying a project to rebuild? I wouldn't even hesitate on that. $2,200 Gixxer 600. That's worth it all day long for a personal bike. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and give me a like and a subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think you would do. If you'd fix it or flip it or keep it, tell me your thoughts. Thanks for watching.